Students, please maintain silence.
Check.
Students, please maintain silence. Students, please maintain silence. Students, please maintain silence. Swamiji is about to enter the auditorium. When he enters the auditorium, I request every one of you to raise from your seats. I will inform you when he is entering the auditorium. தத்தமது இருக்கைகளிலிருந்து எழுந்து கொள்ளுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். இப்பொழுது அமைதி காக்கவும் சுவாமிஜி உள்ள வரும்போது நீங்க உட்கார்ந்திருக்க சேர்லேருந்து எழுந்து நின்ற போதும். Please maintain silence until the event is over in another say 30 or 40 minutes. Ensure complete silence throughout the event. Students, please maintain silence. The dignitaries are arriving shortly. அனைத்து விருந்தினர்களும் வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். Please maintain silence. அனைவரும் அமைதி காக்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். You can be seated now. Seated na எழுதுகிறேன். Students, you can be seated now. மாணவர்கள் அனைவரும் தயவு செய்து அமைதி காக்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறார்கள். Swamiji has arrived. Please maintain silence. Students, please maintain silence. The Swamiji is arriving. Please rise from your seats. தங்கள் இருக்கைகளிலிருந்து எழுந்து கொள்ளுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள். I request everyone to please maintain silence.
मित्रशं वरुणः षण्णो भवत्वर्यमा षण्ण इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः षण्णो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः षण्णो मित्रं वरुणः षण्णो भवत्वर्यमा षण्ण इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः षण्णो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ब्रह्मवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत् तद्वक्तारमावीत् आवीन्माम् आवीत् वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः सहनवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः नमो वाचे याचोदिता याचानुदिता तस्यै वाचे नमो वाचे नमो वास्पतये नमः ऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रकृभ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मामृषयो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रदयः परादुर्मामृषि मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतीन् पराता वैश्वदेवीं वाचमुद्यासगु शुश्रूषस्तान् जुष्टान् देवेभ्यः शर्म मेद्यौ शर्म पृथिवी शर्म विश्वमिदं जगत् शर्म चन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापति भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्मा अहमिदं स्तरण उपस्तरणं मे प्रजायै पशूनां भूयादुपस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासं प्राणापानौ मृत्योर्मापातं प्राणापानौ मामाहाजुष्टं मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमती देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तर्म मे अवन्तु शोभायै पितरो नुमदन्तु शान्तिः तच्छय्योरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं षण्णो अस्तु द्विपदे षञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं
विश्वशम्भुवम्
ॐ तापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रेयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे कालिन्दे फुल्लकमले माधवेन क्रीडारत। ब्रह्मानन्द नमस्तुभ्यं सद्गुरो लोकनायक योगानन्द प्रेमानन्द चान्ये वैये च पार्षदाः रामकृष्णगतप्राण सर्वांस्तान् प्रणमाम्यहं सर्वांस्तान् प्रणमाम्यहं। जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय। जय श्री महामाई की जय। जय श्री स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय।
Now our most revered President Maharaj will unveil the VICAS name board. Our President Maharaj will be seated now and he will bless us. Students, please be seated. Our Secretary Maharaj is garlanding the President Maharaj today. And he is offering his salutations to our most revered President Maharaj. Our Secretary Maharaj will now hand over gift to President Maharaj. Music is the highest art, and to those who understand it, it is the highest worship. Now I request Kaza Anuj of 2nd BA Philosophy to sing the devotional song.
கதாதர உன்னை கலந்துறவாதும் காலம் வரத கதாதர உன்னை கலந்துறவாதும் காலம் வரத இதகத என இஹ சுகம் தேடின அதயன இஹ சுகம் தேடினீத அதயன இஹ சுகம் தேடின ஈத அதயன இஹ சுகம் தேடினான் ஏமந்தேன் பரந்தாம ராமகிருஷ்ணா ஏமந்தேன் பரந்தாம ராமகிருஷ்ண கதாதர உன்னை கலந்துறவாதும் காலம் வரத பல்லுயிர் சேவை பரமாத்மீகமெனும் பல்லுயிர் சேவை பரமாத்மீகமெனும் பல்லுயிர் சேவை பரமாத்மீகமெனும் பண்பெதுவும் இல்லாம் பாமரன் என்பாய் பல்லுயிர் சேவை பரமாத்மீகமெனும் பண்பெதுவும் இல்லா பாமரன் என்பாய் கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கோமல மலர்பாத கோமல மலர்பாத கோதை சாரதை நாத கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கொல்லுவையோ கருணை குரு மகாராஜா கோமல மலர்பாத கோதை சாரதை நாத கோமல மலர்பாத கோதை சாரதை நாத கதாதர கலந்துறவாதும் காலம் வராத இதகதாயன இஹ சுகம் தேடினான் ஏமாந்தேன் 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 பரந்தாம ராமகிருஷ்ண ஏமாந்தேன் பரந்தாம ராமகிருஷ்ண கதாதர உன்னை கலந்துறவாதும் காலம் வராத காலம் வராத காலம் வராத.
Thank you, Anuj, for this bliss experience. It is a truly noble work, not to speak of men, even God himself befriends the doer. This is the words of Swami Vivekananda. May I now request our revered Secretary Swamiji to reminisce the earlier visit of the Maharaj to our campus and also highlight the significance of VICAS to the august audience.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Gurudeva Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. The students of this institution who have gathered here, the staff, the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff, the monastics, the management committee members, we all express our unspeakable joy in inviting most revered President Maharaj, Swami Gautamananda ji Maharaj, to this gathering. It's a unique occasion on two accounts. This is the first visit of a president ever in the past that's happening today. And the second one, which is the mark of the occasion, namely inaugurating the new initiative. Now, in the last meeting that we had with Maharaj exactly in the last year, he concluded his speech with a blessing. The blessing accounted in this fashion, that may this college reach greater heights. And not stopping at that, he said, may the other colleges also follow the trail. On one hand, we are so dear to, the institution is very dear to our Maharaj. So I thought maybe only our college students are blessed to begin with, but then his magnanimous personality opened that invitation and blessing to all the students of the colleges in this state, or possibly even spanning the whole country. So truly, that Yampetra inbam Ivayagam peruga is the true mark of a noble man, and we are so proud and blessed to have such a person at the behest of whom we shall be going forward. Now, with regards to this VICAS, as we pronounce, I remember the meeting which Swami Vivekananda had with Jamshedji Tataji when he was making his sea journey voyage in the year 1893. More than 21 days, these two big minds were talking. What were they talking? Not about the politics, not about the climatic conditions, or not about the entertainment they would be having in the 3 weeks of their journey. But they were seriously wondering how to bring this subjected nation India forward. That was their talk. And at the end of which, Vivekananda insisted that India must put its efforts focusing on developing natural and humanistic sciences in both practice as well as in research, which was further fructified by Jamshedji Tataji in instituting the then called Tata Institute of Sciences, and now it's called Indian Institute of Science, of which even Swami Vivekananda was requested to be the first director, which he very politely declined, for he was a prophet in a hurry. Our college is an arts and science college where arts represents the humanistic aspect of our study, and sciences is there always making us eligible for the natural element. So what Swami Vivekananda had envisaged decades, centuries ago is now being fulfilled by almost all the colleges in the state, and Vivekananda to spearhead since 70, 80 years. We are very proud about the fraternity who have assembled here in this college, who are working day in and day out. It is because of their effort, the effort of the faculty members, the effort of the non-teaching staff and of the students, together we are now raising the voice of Vivekananda in another tone called VICAS. Now, I would like to read out a few of what are the limitations currently our present system of education is going on. This limitation is coming in 3 different formats. One is called the compliance format. We have got a hierarchy of, statutory bodies which will have to be strongly compliant. Rather, the institution will have to be strongly compliant in developing any of these academic communicating material with the students. So the compliance brings in why the compliance is necessary? Because there is a stress of supporting mobility of students across institution. A person studying in Salem may be required to come and study in another institution. So as a result, the curriculum should be compatible across several institutions, but that doesn't bring out the strength of the institution in the form of offering specializations. It incapacitates compliance as well as mobility. Therefore, these three Bermuda Triangle problem needs to be solved somehow. And there are a few basic questions asked because of this three triangle problem. How to impart, for instance, in this college, where there are 3,200 students totally and near about 1,200 students every batch. How to impart across all the community, entire community, computation skills. Who will anchor the innings for developing the communication skills in the students? Because it's a common issue. What's the action plan for imparting entrepreneurial leadership development? Because we don't have a specific department which will take care of each of these career building initiatives. Who will do the student counseling to continue the life journey? How can we create scope for interdisciplinary academics? Each department is so specialized in their own way, somebody will have to come and chalk out interdisciplinary work. For instance, finance is developing and we have a mathematics department. So how do we bridge finance and mathematics? We have got generative AI sweeping the whole world, and we have a very strong commerce department who have absolutely no grounding on technology. So how is this institution, what is the vision that this institution has in helping the students of the current community to graduate to the latest new age skills? Who is going to bridge the gap between the industry and academics? What is the platform to collaborate with the eminent academicians? These are the very basic problems. What about the big questions? How do we develop a startup ecosystem? More than 150,000 startups have come as on 25th January 2025. But why is it that Vivekananda College, which is 78 years old, have not even a single initiative to encourage startup among our own brilliant personalities whom this college is seeing year after year? MOU with industries and the research projects. There must be some institution which will take these agenda forward, for which all the faculty are ready to support. But the question here is, who is going to bear the cross? To promote study in the Indian knowledge system. Currently, the NEP is insisting that Indian knowledge system has to be sincerely pursued, and we have to find novel applications of that system of knowledge in order to find our own roots, our own greatness, and not just that. The Indian knowledge system is not only about pride and heritage, but it is so practical. Therefore, all of these lacunae which I had mentioned in the form of big and small questions are to be answered not on the day one, but in the progress of what we have imagined as VICAS, Vivekananda Institute of Career Advancing Studies. This is entirely a Vivekananda College student-centric initiative of the Vivekananda College, run by the Vivekananda College for Vivekananda College. Therefore, and the logo that it's not a logo, it's a kind of a symbol where we have put a flower with several petals. There are 6 petals, and it is there in your hands to make it a 1,000-petaled lotus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your enlightening words. The Guru instructs the disciple to perform certain works and also advises the pupil to perform action without desiring the result. The impurity of the mind is destroyed through the performance of duty. It is like getting rid of a disease by means of medicine under the instruction of a competent physician. These are the words of Sri Ramakrishna. May I now request our revered Srimat Swami Gautamananda Maharaj to kindly deliver the benedictory address.
संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. My dear Jnanagamyananda, Jnanagamyananda, all others are Swamijis. None of them are senior to me, but my love and best wishes to all of them, all the staff of Vivekananda College and my very dear students. Today is a great day, as Jnanagamyananda was explaining. It was simply a feast to hear how many subjects you are going to learn. And all this will be practical. Practicals will never tire you. See, we have seen the colleges, theory classes become boring. Never practical colleges. Practical, always people are eager to learn because it is not brain work, it is the hand work and the part of brain only. So everywhere, anything that is practical, students have taken it and they have done very well. So many practical things are taught here, connected with their higher studies. That is a great thing I am seeing here in this career advancing studies, because I only pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji to bless this great project and the people who are thinking about it, planning it, trying to work it out and to help it in different ways. May they inspire all of them. May the Divine Trio inspire all of them, the sponsors, the helpers, the other people who support this great project, and the people who are on the ground trying to work out this great scheme. And both will coordinate with one another, and this great project must become a practical reality. I am sure, with the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji, this great institution will come up, and as this very enterprising and most inspiring secretary of your college is ambitious of doing this. His ambition itself will be enough strength to push this further to success. So I have been seeing this young Swami from at least 40 years. So from every stage, everywhere he has been always very brilliant person, very practical, and trying to do and practice what he preaches. That is what we want. We want professors, teachers, technicians, technologists, scientists who practice what they preach. It should not be merely one notes of the professor passing into the notes of the student without entering either of their brains. So one American educationist described the present education as, it is a wonderful place where the notes of the professor gets into the notes of the students without entering either of their brains. So somebody else, Swami Ranganathanji used to say, he remarked, you see, if you go on teaching at the lower classes always, even teachers also must go to higher levels and teach higher things. They should not go on teaching the same at the undergraduate class or higher secondary. Or Swamiji said, in 2 years if you go on doing like that one, in 5 years you will also become as dumb or as foolish as your students are. Then one person got out from the meeting, said, we don't require 3 years, 1 year is enough. We become as foolish as they are. So there are a lot of defects in the present day education, which all of you know, who are observing, who are practicing. So many defects of them have to be set right. One thing that we require for setting right our education is, the goal of our education must be very clear to us. Swami Vivekananda has given us the goal. Education must take you to the highest knowledge, secular knowledge in every field, depending upon your inclination. Somebody may be interested in science, or physics, or chemistry, or biology, pure science, applied science, anything. So they should be able to advance like that. Simultaneously, he should also understand our great culture. Great scientists have been there with us at the same time with spiritual background. I remember Dr. K.S. Krishnan, in the first director of National Physical Laboratory, National Physical College in Delhi. So one Sunday, we did not get our lecturer on Ramayana. We went and invited the director of National Physical Laboratory, Delhi. He came and lectured on Valmiki Ramayana for 1.5 hours. Great scientist, Sir C.V. Raman's relative. Sir C.V. Raman himself was a great believer in spiritual life. Once, a comet came. When we were all students at that time, I have heard Sir C.V. Raman lecturing. He would hold the collar of his coat like that. He would shaking and he would go and speak. Very inspiring speaker. One comet appeared and it went on for 3 or 4 days with its tail. Everybody was afraid. Somebody said it will augurs bad to the country. It augurs bad for the king and etc. So the paper people went. Then they asked him, Sir C.V. Raman, so what do you think about this? Don't worry, the comet is like the political leaders who talk very much and do nothing. So it shows you all its tail and moves about. Nothing will happen. So such scientists were there. Great scientists were produced. One of the world's great scientists was Sir C.V. Raman. He was proud to tell how he achieved his Nobel Prize. In all other places, they spend millions and billions on their laboratories. Sir C.V. Raman said, my costliest instrument for my Nobel laureate thesis was 30 rupees costing. 30 rupees was the cost of the instrument that I used. I got Nobel Prize. What does it mean? You see, he uses what is there, indigenous things. He uses the indigenous technologies and, of course, his brain. So, such indigenous genius, we have got enough. I personally believe Vivekananda College and many other colleges we are running under the guidance of these able Swamis and perhaps the guidance from the divine trio, the inspiration of Sri Ram Krishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji is behind every professor here, every lecturer here, every student here. With this inspiration, we have got lot of geniuses here. Only they are trying to express themselves. They require a proper environment and encouragement. And this institute, Career Advancing Studies, if you see how they will become an all-round persons, they will not only be theoreticians and pure science followers, simultaneously they will be able to apply science in all fields. You see, one gentleman from America came a few years back to one of our agricultural institutes in North India. He came and saw our agriculture and then said, Swamiji, you to send me the soil, I will test the soil and then I suggest to you what it is lacking. A little supply of this lacking material or metal or something, and you will get 10 times more crops in this one. And he did and showed us. I think he grew this marigold. Marigold we were generating, we say, sometimes 10 kgs. He produced 100 kgs, the same ground, just because he applied science. Swami Vivekananda spoke about this. He requested all our educated people, you need not do the rural work, living all your homes in the urban area, be in your urban area, read in your colleges, etc. But when you want to settle down, make your homes in the rural areas. Nowadays, the roads are so good. All the rural areas being connected to the main roads. So you can have your residence anywhere. You have a two-wheeler or four-wheeler or three-wheeler. You can always do anything. Swami Vivekananda said, you don't have to do anything. Educated people who are practically applying science to their life, science to their profession. If they live, other people come and see and learn. The village people will be proud to have you amidst them. They will come and ask, sir, such thing is happening. What shall I do? Then, you see, you will just tell them, you see, you can go to such and such a laboratory. You can go to such and such a place. You will get instruction. If you know yourself, you can tell them. So just living our educated people among our rural people who are so backward now. It is a great achievement in the last 10 years. We have digitalized so many things in the rural areas. That is a great achievement. Similarly, we have to proceed further. We must apply science to our life, science to our agriculture, science to our biosciences, and practical things we must come. For example, medicines, etc. We can produce cheap medicines. The medicines for which we are paying now, importing from other places, 20 times more we are paying. The same medicine can be done here. One Indian scientist, he has got a company in Bombay, we know him very well. So he said, I will produce in India anacin. Anacin was a very important drug. We were spending millions and millions over it, importing it. He produced anacin at a rate, probably 1/10 of the rate what we were paying. The anacin people got upset, embarrassed. Our whole business will go. They called him to London. You sell away your rights to us, whatever you want you take. And this scientist was so simple. He took some large amount from them, which was not at all anything. It was a sort of a pittance for them. He sold away his rights. That is how this great drug we lost. Our genius children can apply science, and for their own, they can also advance in their life. They can get dignity, respect, and they will be doing a great national service. Simultaneously, we must hold on to our culture. We have got a great spiritual culture, and through that spiritual culture, our science or whatever knowledge we have got, it will be applied only for peaceful purposes, only for advancement of man. We never will apply all our science or atomic science only to prepare bombs, more and more bombs, more and more terrific weapons. We have never done it, we shall never do it, but we shall know everything about the latest, developments everywhere. So Swamiji wanted, we wanted both knowledge of our culture, old culture, and the heritage we get. Greatest asset that India has, which the world needs, as Swamiji said, was the message that man is divine. Man is not matter. Man was called an economic creature by Marx. Marx said, oh, it all depends upon money. If you have money, then you are a big man. If you don't have money, you are a proletariat. Otherwise, you are a capitalist. So he classified man as an economic creature. So similarly, each one cost him. So someone called manpower, like horsepower. You see, he equated with these biological creatures. It was Swami Vivekananda who said, no, man is not an economic creature or a biological creature. He is divine. What other people, ignorant people call as man, I call him God, he said. Swamiji said, what ignorant people call as man, I call him as God. And he said, you go to all the temples and worship, it is good, but that is not enough. Come out. God is there in everyone. Serve him there also. Do both the pujas. Go into the temple and pray. Whatever power and whatever inspiration you get, come and serve people. Because serving people is the helping man is worshipping God. Again, Swamiji. To help a man in any way is worshipping God. So these are things we should put it into our life. And thousands have applied it. And today India is great because of silent people. You don't see them in the newspapers. But there are thousands and thousands of people inspired by Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna who are living a spiritual life. At the same time, they are all successful in their careers. I can see many of these professors here. Here is one industrialist sitting before me. He is a really spiritual person, very devoted, Nalli Kupsam Chettiar. Same time, he is a very successful person. In industry, he is a great success. Similarly, don't fear that if you become spiritualized, you will lose your career as in the secular world. You can be a secular world success also. Simultaneously, you can follow spirituality also. You can see God within yourself and in others and serve them as gods. At the same time, you can be a successful person in the secular world also. On this sacred day, I pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji, to bless all of you, all of us, both staff, students, professors, and all the other people connected with this great institute that is going to be inaugurated and that is going to be achieved in these coming years. May Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji bless the present secretary, Jnana Gamyananda, and may all success come to him by the grace of them. So I am happy that I was given opportunity to come and participate in this great function. I pray to the divine trio to bless you all, bless us all with their choicest blessings for success. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj, for your divine benedictory address, blessings, and words of encouragement for us. I now request our respected Principal, Dr. V. Chandrasekhar sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
Revered President Maharaj, Revered Secretary Maharaj, Revered monks of the order, respected committee members, respected HOD staff, teaching both, not teaching, my dear students. It's my pleasant duty and I take it as a pride that I stand here today on this occasion in front of President Maharaj when we embark on a new initiative, the VICAS. Why I say this is for two reasons. One, the initiative itself. I request the students to, after, when you find time, go through, Maharaj is talking of the 6 petals, see what they are, read them. Because the aim is to bring up the holistic development of each one of you. But one may be interested in one area, another in another. That doesn't matter. But we need something beyond the curriculum. That's a vision that Secretary Maharaj had, and that is because of which he has brought this idea, whole thing here. So we all are here, we teachers are here to help you, but this whole endeavor is for you. And on this occasion, I thank our President Maharaj for having agreed to come here and also give a wonderful talk. Students, you don't know, many of the teachers here have seen him. The love that he has for our college is tremendous. Every time he used to come for blessing, the college day or the graduation day earlier on. But later on, because of his responsibilities, we were not able to bring him over here. But in spite of his busy schedule, in fact, he had Diksha yesterday, giving Diksha to people yesterday, and he's got another program he has to go. So you could have seen one Maharaj standing to tell, because time is so precious for him. In spite of it, he gave so much of advice for you. Advice, not only advice, the blessings and the words of wisdom to inspire. It's an inspiring speech, not only just a word of letters, but an inspiring speech. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much. I thank our Secretary Maharaj for envisioning this whole thing and making it a reality. Of course, this is to go on with help from staff and students. Of course, we are all ready because we teachers here are for the college and we work for the college. So that I'm very sure that we've been saying at least I've been saying for the past 29 years, and some teachers and former principals have seen for Vittal sir and Tinakar sir have seen for ages. So that is the impact that we have the liking that we have for the college, will ensure that. Thank you, Maharaj. And I thank the monks, the respected members of the committee, college committee, HODs, teachers, not only staff, and my students for gracing this occasion. But students, it doesn't stop here. You need to go back, reminisce on what is being given in the petal, and take whatever you want. Take that one area and make your life. Thank you so much. And students, we'll have classes also. Thank you.
Students, I request every one of you to please be seated until the dignitaries leave this auditorium. I request every one of you to please be seated until the dignitaries leave the auditorium. Be seated in your places. I request all of you to please be seated in your places. Please maintain silence.